Hello, I am back, and it is time, yes, it is time for our corn cob habanero jelly. I just need some time to wrap my mind around it because I think it's going to be good, but we will see. Of course, you know I like spicy foods, and that is the reason why I'm using my habaneros. I'm using some red pepper just for color. So we got our red pepper, our habanero, which is yellow. I have a cheesecloth because that is what I'm going to drain my liquid off with. Ooh, I'm kind of spicy hot right now. And today I'm using pectin. I typically don't use pectin. I like to use fruits that will generate their own pectin, but since I am not using that today, you know what? I could actually add some apple to this. We'll see. So I'm going to add pectin. I don't like a lot of sugar, and you know I don't like a lot of salt. So I'm adding the pectin that I can use with a little bit of sugar. I'm going to use 2 cups of sugar for this jam. Let's get started. Before I get started, I want to let you in on a little secret. My daughter and I always had this thing when my husband was out of town on business. I would call it a vacation. Typically because I am the traditional wife. I make breakfast. If we were at home, I would make him lunch, and I make dinner every day. When he is out of town on business, guess what? No lunch, no breakfast. I am just winging it. Me and Popeye's chicken. So she would come over and we would get our Popeye's chicken and have a ball. In fact, that was my last memory of being with her before she passed. I am telling you this story because I choose joy. I choose to remember the joy my daughter brought to me and not to dwell in the sad place. Let's get started on making this corn cob habanero jam. I'm using my T-Fal for water bath canning. I have my stock pot right here. We're about to put the corn cobs in. I put in 10 corn cobs in my water. And you might say, why am I putting 10? Because 10 is what I got on sale at Kroger. 10 for $3. Come on. Got all my corn cobs in. I let it boil for 30 minutes. I'll take it off the heat. I'll strain it with my cheesecloth. I'm back. You know I'm infamous for doing too much. I decided that maybe I do want some apple inside of this corn cob habanero jelly. So what I'm about to do right now, while my corn cobs are boiling and I have my timer on, I'm going to put my apples inside of the microwave for about 3 minutes. Not really big microwave fan, but this will come in handy right now. I'm going to get my apples soft, and then when it's time to add my habaneros, my red peppers for color, I'm going to add my apples. Time is coming up to take our corn cobs out of my stock pot. I have to admit, I added the apple core in there to give it a little bit more flavor. I got my bowl sitting here with my cheesecloth. We're about to strain. Got my hot cloths. Turn it the other way. Uh-oh. We haven't missed out. Get our cheesecloth up. We saved the day. Crisis averted. Next thing we're going to do is we have another stock pot. I'm going to turn this on. I am going to add 3 cups of this corn liquid. This is my 4-cup measuring cup, so I'll be able to measure it all in this cup. Three cups of corn juice or corn liquid. Put in my 2 cups of sugar using my daughter's measuring cups. Ah, she was such a great cook. Ooh, 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 ooh. 1. 2. And I know some of you might be saying, T, why wouldn't you just dip it down in there? Because it won't go in there. That is why. I have to tell you about my daughter and her cooking. When she was growing up, I used to always try to get her into the kitchen. She never wanted to come and help me cook. No Thanksgiving dinners, no nothing. And I was like, girl, how you gonna get a man if you don't know how to cook? She was like, I don't need to know how to cook. I got you. That's why I got a mommy. Well, when she turned about 20, oh my goodness. She started learning how to cook and she was phenomenal. All of us could attest to the wonderful cheesecakes that she used to make. So now I have my Sure Gel, and Sure Gel is what I'm using so that I don't have to use so much sugar. So this is my pectin. I'm going to add this entire packet. I'm going to also now add my habanero, and I'm going to hold off on adding my red pepper until a little bit later, because remember, the red pepper is just actually to give it some color. Let me get my apples. I'm going to strain those. Now dump them in. We're going to bring this to a boil. And once we bring it to a boil, we stir all our sugar and our pectin up in it. We will start loading our glasses. Let's get cleaned up. When I come back, we'll be loading. Voila, all cleaned up. Now it's time to get our jelly packed in our jars. Let's take our warm jam jars out. I got my funnel, my rings and my lids. And I just want to let y'all know, I tasted this already. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, is it tasty. So let's get started. We're going to leave 1/2 inch head space. And this is good and spicy too. That one's peeled. Notice I moved it over so I can Wouldn't have to waste any. Hot jars, hot liquid. You use cold jars, it is going to possibly crack your jar when you put hot liquid in. You can see that I'm using my T-Fal for water bath canning. Steam is coming out. When you're using your T-Fal for water bath canning, you put it on the steam setting. Steam has started to appear. I've already started my alarm to go off for 5 minutes because I'm in the lower altitude and I'm only water bath canning my jelly for 5 minutes. As soon as 5 minutes is over, I'm going to turn the heat off. I'll let it sit inside of the T-Fal canner for about a minute or so. After that, I'll take the lid off and I'll put it out so that they can start cooling. Good morning. It is the next day. Do not be alarmed. Don't pay any attention to what's going on in my sink. Don't even look over there. I'm getting ready to put the trash out on the street, and we like to clean out the refrigerator on trash day just to make sure that whatever we're putting out on the street is not sitting in the house overnight smelling up because it's been in the fridge and it's old. But I got on here to keep it real with y'all. Made my jam last night. Woke up this morning intending for this to be a reveal. No reveal. No reveal because they did not set. Now they are plenty thick enough, but they didn't set overnight. Excuse me. So I'm going to put them in the fridge while I'm at work. When I come back from work, we'll take them out. They should be set then. And we'll see what we got. And yes, I am going to wash those dishes before I go to work. I'm even going to work out. See you next time when we get back and this jelly is set. Hello. It is not the next day. It's actually several days later where I am getting ready to taste my corn cob habanero apple jam. Here it is. Like I wasn't on this video, this thing would come off. Smooth sailing, no problems. Oh, I should turn it around, y'all. Got me a good piece of toasted bread. Look at that. Oh, let's get confused with my camera. Let's put on the bread. Y'all, I know y'all hear me say this every time. I think I done done it again. I think I did it again. Oh, wow. It's pretty delicious. It almost tastes like a spicy apple jam. This is a winner. So please try it. And remember, oh, I just dropped some. Remember, happy canning and choose joy. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like it. Hit the notification button and tell some other people about it. We want to keep on spreading joy. Bye-bye. Happy canning.